Hello, my name is Richard and I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel. I was first diagnosed in 2013 by a psychiatrist saying that I have high functioning autism. The way they tested me for autism, that I had to go to see the doctor first, and the doctor referred me to Jenny, a psychiatrist in Exeter, and she sent out the papers in the post, and I filled it all in, and the society report, sent it all back to her. Then she arranged for me to go down to her office to get tested. I was quite bewildered of knowing how they're going to test me or not. Well, I was sitting in the reception area. Receptionist made me a coffee while I'm waiting to see the psychiatrist. She invited me into the room. Another person went into another room, and they were interviewing the other person, and I was explaining to her how I felt and things like that. And I told her, Jenny, the psychiatrist, that has been seeing YouTube videos on schizophrenia, bipolar disorder and anxiety. Well, everybody suffers from anxiety, but we know out there that it's no good than letting anxiety to control you. That's the most worst things. And I never know that there are diseases out there which can make you think differently. It's quite bizarre. It was a big joke when I was at school about mental illness. I was making jokes about it, saying, "Oh, that person's mad. He's obsessed with that." And this and that. I never know that illness can change your mind, especially with people with bipolar and schizophrenia. But there are diseases out there, and nowadays they can do a CAT scan of your brain to find out which disorders you've got, basically. Well, I'm going in there for my autism test on the spectrum. There's two other girls in there, and they said, "We're going to test you for OCD, obsession compulsive disorders." And I said, "Yes, I know. Leo Capricorn's got that." And she said, "Oh, really?" And I said, "Yes, it's all on YouTube." Today she said, in the three circles, we're going to find out about your communication skills, how you react to other people, and another part, but not sure. That's gone out of my mind. Yeah, another area, I think it's reproduction, I'm not sure. And she had one psychiatrist with me, and she asked me to read a story of a boy in bed asleep, and he was dreaming. And the psychiatrist said, "Oh, I'm going to read a little bit of the book, and I want you, Richard, to carry on." So she read the book that John is just waking up, and he went outside and saw loads and loads of pigeons. Then I carried on. Old John was playing with the pigeons, and then he all of a sudden fly into the sky, and he was looking down on all the buildings. And I carried on with the story with the psychiatrist and saying that John had just arrived in a great big castle full of unusual people. They were all having a drink together, and John was dancing with a girl, and then John left the castle or something, and he was chasing after a rabbit. Then all the way back to his house, and then John went back to bed fast asleep. And the next morning he woke up in bed feeling refreshed and relaxed. Actually, I made that story up because I can't remember backwards when what I did say through the interview with the psychiatrist in Exeter. And all the results came back, and she said, I've tested you for bipolar disorder and many other disorders, and we came across that you just have autism. And I was astonished that I had autism. And I said, has it got a name for it? And she said, no. Did you remember that we were talking about sensory issues, the psychiatrist said. And I said, yes. And I said, is it Asperger's syndrome? And she said, no, it's high functioning autism. And I know I was just staring for a while, and I guess that people who have high functioning autism was a delay in their language skills when they were 3 years old. So high functioning autism is similar to Asperger's syndrome, but it broken away from high functioning autism, and it was left alone in one of the cycles on its own as Asperger's syndrome. So you've got high functioning autism and Asperger's syndrome. People with high functioning autism had a delay in understanding of language. High functioning autism, and with Asperger's syndrome, which is similar line on the level to Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's syndrome has sensory issues which I don't have, so obviously I hope I had explained it in more detail to you on YouTube. So if you have any questions on what I am telling you, to let me know. This is Richard from Exeter, signing off on YouTube.